All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. We are at the end of season 5.
Wow, that's
Right?
impressive.
This is the last episode, and I'm excited because we've got Chris here in the cave.
Back again,
and talking about one of our favorite groups of all time. So yeah, this is season 5 finale. That's just hard to believe. So
Yeah.
I think it's almost 1,300 episodes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there will be a season 6. I let that slide the other day. Because
Still in negotiations.
That's right. We've still got to work out the money and stuff, but I'm sure it's going to happen because there's some topics I haven't done yet. Like I still got to do that late 80s hip hop, whatever, like dance music.
Yeah.
Something
There's
like
a
that.
lot. There's a lot you could cover if you wanted to.
Yeah, I should start asking people what they want to hear, but
Right.
I also can't make any promises when people make suggestions that I'm
Right. Yeah. But you
got
got
to
to
have some kind of experience with the music. 'Cause
You got to get all the contract worked out, though.
That's right. Exactly. We're gonna do
We're
that.
going to do multiple seasons beyond this.
Right.
Yeah.
The lawyers are hard at work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are talking about Big Head Todd and the Monsters.
Yeah.
I mean,
One of our go-to live band shows.
unbelievable. We've seen them. You've seen them.
I think we decided we've seen them 8 times.
Yeah, I've seen them 7 times, and Sarah's seen them 6 because she had,
Yeah. And
had
COVID.
the vid.
Had the vid on one show.
Yeah, for one show.
Yeah. And that includes Kathleen, my wife.
Yep, absolutely. So we are super
fans.
fans. We
Yeah.
as people who watch the show know, we even flew out to Colorado specifically to see them play at Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
2 summers ago.
Yep.
And we'd never been there before, and that's their home turf,
Right.
and that was an amazing show.
Their 40th anniversary was their 37th time playing at Red Rocks. And granted, they're a Boulder, Colorado-based band, but having that as one of your main venues is pretty freaking awesome.
That's your home. That's your home.
That's
court.
your home court.
Red Rocks is your home court.
Right.
That's pretty amazing.
That's
and then
awesome.
I read, we just saw them. That's why we're here to talk about them. But I read that they are selling more tickets now to shows than they ever have been.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're
Selling out
as
all
or
over
more
the place.
popular than they ever have been, which
Yep.
is incredible.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, if you haven't been watching all my episodes, just brief history. Big Head Todd and the Monsters formed in 1986. High school classmates. They went to Columbine High School in Colorado. Todd Parkmore, try to say that fast 3 times. Brian Nevin and Rob Squires, and now it includes Jeremy Lawton. And then they ended up at UC Boulder.
Yep.
Together and started playing in bars in Denver and started putting things together, and they put out their first album in 93. Sister Sweetly and that was a huge hit, right?
Yep.
That's like around 93 is when I first heard them.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Yeah, I would say early 90s, and they got a little bit of airtime with Bittersweet. Definitely got some airplay.
Yeah.
On the radio. So yeah.
Broken Hearted Savior.
Broken Hearted Savior.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then they put out another record, Stratagem, in 94. The one they have a lot of records. They have 14 albums on various labels. They have 6 live albums. But their third record, just of note, was produced by Jerry Harrison of the Talking Heads.
Yeah.
And when they were in the studio, John Lee Hooker was in the studio next to them, and he came in and they recorded a cover of his song Boom Boom, and they've been playing that live ever since. Like it's one of the staples
it's kind
of
a
their
signature.
shows.
Yeah, they always play that.
So that's a fun story because that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So we anytime they come around, we go to see them, and they are awesome. They just keep touring. I mean, this is what they do. They do put out new records, but they just play concerts all across the country all year round.
Mm-hmm.
They're on their 40th anniversary tour that goes into next year, and they just came through New Haven, and we saw them at College Street Music Hall.
Yeah.
And it was a great show.
It was a great show, and that's the kind of size venue. Kath and I saw them at Westville in New Haven, which is the old Pilot Pen Tennis.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of size theater. So it's rather intimate, actually. And you can get up close, and the sound is always great. And they just jam.
Yeah.
He loves to play guitar. And they are tight, and they mix it up with old songs, new songs, covers, and it's been a different show every time, and it's been a great show.
Yeah, they just come out. It's no frills. It's just them and their instruments. They just start playing. Very unassuming when you see them.
Yeah.
And he just shreds the guitar.
Yep.
Like we had some friends in South Carolina. Like, if you love live music, you need to go see that. And she said, okay, we're gonna go. It's right down the street from us. So they went to the show, and she texted me, and she was like, holy guitar. It's like, you can't see it coming, and he's just amazing. But the music and the vocals are just so, I mean, his voice is so distinct. Like you said, they do a bunch of covers. They do Tangerine, Led Zeppelin, and they do Brandy, You're a Fine Girl.
Yep.
Boom Boom, and they did Freebird to end the show.
They did Freebird.
Yes, right, which was funny.
Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, and they were cut, but they have a good sense of humor about stuff like that. But plenty of their own stuff. Sister Sweetly, Bittersweet, My New Number One.
Yep.
It's All Right. I like the song
Reservation Superman is one of my favorites.
That's right. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and actually the new album that they just put out has probably 3 or 4 songs that I know I should have written them down, but I didn't. But yeah, their latest album. I think it is actually on the new album.
I remember liking that one.
Yeah, but the album's called Her Way Out, and that song, Her Way Out, is a great song as well.
Yeah.
But Long Cold Train and Midnight
Circle.
Radio, Circle. I mean, it's just amazing when you start going through their catalog how many really good songs they have.
And they're a band that you don't have to know any of their songs.
Right.
You just go see them. If you like live music, just go see them play.
Right.
And you'll be totally entertained, but then you also find yourself playing their music. And I have a hard time playing their studio albums, trying to decide, or just picking one of the many live albums that they have available.
Yeah.
That I can just play that, because there's several really good ones out there.
Right.
That you can just play their live stuff.
And if you're on Spotify or Pandora, download Live Monsters. That's the one that we kind of both go to for their live album, and it's a great album.
Yeah, it's it's a very early show, but it's very good. We had a fantastic time with their show. They're very active on social media. We've had a little bit of interaction with them with the
Todd
Rock Cave and Todd and the
yeah.
Rock Cave. So
he responds.
Shout out to them. He does respond.
Yep.
Next time I go, maybe I'll be bringing a Rock Cave t-shirt with me so I can
chuck it on stage.
There. Yeah,
Right.
I won't take it off because that'd be embarrassing. I'll bring an extra.
They're all good.
Yep.
We love them.
Yep. So we're going to keep going. So I think you're going to be listening when you see this. So make sure you keep those tours coming around and around and around. And if you haven't seen Big Head Todd and the Monsters, that's your bucket list for 2025, 2026, wherever. Just look them up because they're playing around the country. Bonus points for Red Rocks because that was an amazing show, and they do play there regularly. And I think they're doing a bunch of shows this summer for their 40th. I think they're doing several. So, but those tickets are selling fast. I'm reading. So.
Yep.
All right.
Wow, 8:30. Who'd have thought we'd have gotten
8.5 minutes.
We were thinking it was going to be short.
I thought it was going to be 4 minutes. Well, that's just the way it goes when guests come on. You end up chatting. You never, it's when I'm by myself, it's like, people, they only want to hear for like 3.5 minutes of me, 4 minutes. But when you bring someone on, and you got something to say.
Double the pleasure, double the fun.
That's right, exactly right. All right, so Chris, thanks for being on for the season finale. There will be a season 6. I am going to be off jetting around the world a little bit for 10 days, and then take a little break. We're going to reorg, and then we're going to come back strong with a season 6 and do some things that we haven't done before. So stay tuned for that. You'll just see us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We now have a Rock Cave website that's up and running. It's not done yet, but you can find that. But we are all over the place. We are worldwide. We're nationwide. All right, whatever you're doing today, I hope it involves music. Thanks again, Chris. We'll be going to more shows. We'll have you back on. We need to talk some more about Cinderella and whatever else we'd like to talk about. Yeah. So we'll see Chris again. And as usual, we're ready to take it out?
Yeah.
We'll catch you on the flip side.